He sat in his corner of the room, while the rest of the world went on without him. He watched members come and go, interacting with his young family. His children were liked by the crew, but he was afraid the soldiers still thought of them as mutants, which they were, as his oldest two would be fully grown in about a year, with the rest not far behind. It was only little Amicus who seemed to be getting left behind. He had grown just like the others, and then just stopped, though Deicide thought it was just as well. None of them would be Phase 3 for several hundred years. Only then could they be called true adults. According to Knott's standards, Deicide had only reached adulthood when his body was revamped inside of that great tree his wife had taken refuge in. He brooded as he mentally thumbed through reports in his external mind, surprised when he came to a missing persons report from inside the Yola pile. He wondered how anyone could go missing, even if they wanted to. Every Yolopile citizen had a unique signature written into identification strips on their necks which could not be spoofed. Deicide noticed the woman missing was related to one of Asodis' instructors. He thought about asking the boy if he had seen her, but had no patience for the boy's apathetic size. In truth, it was someone else's duty to be on the hunt for her. It angered him that he had even bothered wasting time reading the message. He mentally contacted his Omniwinsis array and told them to hold his messages concerning trivial matters. The Yolopile would be headed into war with a worthy opponent soon, and he wanted to limit his distractions. He sat up when he saw Hellmouth, White, and Icar making their way towards his office on the security camera. Immediately, the queue in front of his door fled from the scene, as some of them were skipping chain of command having Deicide, or more accurately, his children signing his name on legal documents. The door slid shut silently behind them, and then the children returned to their studies. "Is this how it's gonna be?" Hellmouth said, gold teeth bared. Deicide was unmoved. Even the Abyss gave no reaction. Deicide looked to one of the nannies who was playing with Amicus on the other side of the room. The women charged with taking care of his children seemed to know his moods almost as well as the Amanuensis or the Abyss. "Come on, kids," she said, gathering them up despite their protests. When they had gone, Deicide stood and pulled his shirt over his head. The Abyss giggled and hung at the back of the room. "We didn't come here for that," Icar said. "Bullshit," Deicide said. "Your paranoia's gonna eat you up, Aunt," Hellmouth said. Deicide clenched his fists and came around the desk, his muscles tight and jaws grinding his teeth. Hellmouth waved her hands out in front of her. "I won't fight you," Hellmouth said. "Then why are you here?" Deicide said. "You're exhibiting traits of someone with a mental illness," Icar said. "When you actually show up to meetings, all you do is make nonsensical outbursts." "You have to start setting a better example," Hellmouth said. "I'm sick of being the better man. Sick of being the one that has to do right. I'm the one with the power. Why should I make concessions?" Deicide said. The Abyss had increased her size quickly, nearly swallowing up a third of the room. "Because you're the captain," Hellmouth said. "What the fuck happened to you in there?" Great White said. "Ever since you took that trip, you've been acting like a punk. Not listening to shit. Angry over nothing. What the fuck?" Great White said. "We know you miss her, but this is inexcusable. It's unbecoming of your rank," Icar said. Deicide lowered his head and shook it from side to side. "What is it?" Hellmouth said. "When I fell through, I wasn't in the fringes." "You think I would be wandering around in the fringes for months and not get out?" Deicide said. "Of course, we thought it was strange, but you were hurt. We didn't want to assume anything," Hellmouth said. "I saw not," Deicide said. His mentors, stunned into silence, had to take their seats. "How?" Hellmouth said. "She's in the machine, though." "I know, but I didn't get there through the door," Deicide said. "Are you fucking with us?" Great White said. "Of course not. We're about to go through some trying times," Deicide said, "and we can't allow the Nazareth to go unchecked any longer." "How can you know this? We haven't had any intel on them in years," Icar said. "You think Ecocide's not scheming? That's all she was ever good for," Deicide said. "You think she sends me love letters out of boredom?" "I agree, but we have to be sensible," Icar said. "He's right. Punching through the wall is still pretty far off. We don't have to rush," Hellmouth said. "I know, but I'm not sure how much time we have left," Deicide said.